Hi there, I'm a 33-year-old professional woman. I have the privilege to work in the travel industry, which was always a dream of mine. The job I have now I had to apply for 5 times and I'm really enjoying it. I have the privilege to travel, been to Mauritius a couple of months ago and going to the US. So you would say I'm living the life. Last year the book 50 Shades of Grey came out, and then this year the movie. And if you look at the media and books and TV programs, BDSM is really infiltrating society, and it's become a great concern of mine because I know the truth behind it. And so today I'd like to tell you more about my story and my experience with BDSM. BDSM will strip you naked. It will take your self-worth, your dignity, your identity, until all that is left is a slave, caught up in bondage, addicted to pain and humiliation, not sure of who you are without your master. It is not just an innocent addition to your sex life. Let's start with what it is. The acronym BDSM stands for different things, but is mostly used for bondage, discipline, slaves, or submission and masters. It's usually one partner, which is the dominant partner, and then the slave, and he would give her commands and she would have to do what he says. In the movie, Anastasia also playing the submissive role as a safe word. This she can use whenever the master goes too far to indicate to him to stop. But with my experience, this is not true. It's a bit difficult to use a safe word when you're gagged and tied down. So let me tell you a bit about me. I grew up in a dysfunctional, abusive home, and I started using fantasies as an escape from the reality of my circumstances. These fantasies from a young age involved were sexual and aggressive. And at some point they just weren't enough. So I started looking at the internet and found these masters online and this lifestyle. I started chatting to men and they would give me commands, things that I would have to do, and then I would have to provide proof through photographs that I've done them, or we would chat live over Skype. This went on for a couple of years, and then it also reached a point where it wasn't enough. And I found out that BDSM was actually available in my backyard. So I met up with my first master in a hotel room. And I've never felt more pain and humiliation than that first night. I became addicted to pain. I started meeting up with more and more guys, and they even started paying me for the services. I started meeting up with more and more guys in the evenings, and it didn't matter to the next guy that the bruises were still fresh from the previous guy's beating, as long as they could get a piece of me. Somehow this filled the empty space inside of me. I was accepted by these men, and this is what I was looking for all my life. And it just got worse and worse, and I landed up in hospital twice. I feared for my life on many occasions. I lived this life while having a normal day job, and what started out as a fantasy became a nightmare. And no matter what I tried, I just couldn't get out. I couldn't live this double life anymore. Nothing felt real. I had to lie to everybody. So I made a choice, and I met up with these Nigerians who offered me a permanent job as a prostitute, offering BDSM services to clients. I found out that I was pregnant. I didn't think twice about it. I made an appointment for the very next day and went in for the abortion. There's a point in the abortion where they do a sonar to make sure that you are really pregnant. And that shook me, to realize that there was really a life inside of me. I was caught up alone. I had nobody to call. Nobody knew about this. So I went on with the abortion, and it really broke me. The price that I paid was too high. I couldn't go on with this life. I broke all contact with the men, changed my telephone number, my email address. I moved house, changed jobs. And I was lucky enough to find people who started walking a road with me into healing and restoration. A couple of months ago, I was standing in church, and during the worship they were singing this song, "I am no longer a slave, but I'm a child of God." And as this chorus played over and over, I realized that God has freed me from the bondage of BDSM. I have found my self-worth, my identity in Him. And I truly am no longer a slave, but I am a child, safe in His arms.